Hey guys, it's Colby here with PrizeCast, and I still need a haircut, but it's looking a little better today. We're going to be talking to Jonnie Stapleton, winner of the 2016 Louisiana Film Prize with his film, The Man from Mars. Jonnie's actually won twice, but today we're going to be going right back to his beginning with the Film Prize and talking about this wonderful film. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to PrizeCast. We have new episodes coming to you every weekday, Monday through Friday at noon, covering a variety of topics you're not going to want to miss. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Hey, Jonnie, thank you for being here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. As well as we can be doing right now. But I'm doing great. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. So how's life in California during the quarantine? What's going on over there?
You know, it's a little interesting. I actually moved recently a couple weeks ago, so that whole process was a little stressful. But getting all settled in here and just trying to stay in as much as possible. But at the occasional time that I do, if I need to go for a drive to the store, it's pretty crazy to see empty freeways and no traffic at 5 p.m. is kind of beautiful. So I just try to soak that up a little bit.
Wow, man. So let's go back to a time whenever things were much nicer. Let's go back to 2016. So For people who don't know, you, Jonnie, you won the Louisiana Film Prize in 2016 with your film, The Man from Mars. And I remember the film. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite Film Prize films. Can you tell us what that film is about?
Yes. First of all, thank you. That was really nice. Appreciate that. So The Man from Mars is about a cynical podcast host who travels the country interviewing quirky small-town celebrities while he subtly mocks them, and he finds this woman in Louisiana who claims to be the second coming of Jesus Christ. So he sets off to interview her, but things don't go exactly as planned.
So I remember way back before I worked for Film Prize, whenever I was competing with Film Prize, I was competing that year, and I remember when the top 20 got announced, and I saw Man from Mars, and I saw the description for it, and it was like, this sounds stupid. This isn't going to win. But that wasn't that I thought it was bad. It was me trying to be like, no one's going to beat me. I want to win. So all these ideas sound bad. And I remember thinking like, wow, that sounds crazy. But I was trying for the life of me to think it's going to be bad. I was hoping it was going to be bad. And it turned out fantastic. And I love Corey. Corey is a wonderful actor, and you've used him multiple times now for things past this. But what was it like casting Corey in that lead? Because he plays that part perfectly, by the way. Like, he fits that role, and I think it was perfect casting. What was it like casting that film, and then the other roles in Man from Mars?
Well, it was a pretty fun process actually, and we were so lucky to find Corey. We actually put out for both of the leads. We put out casting calls, and not just Los Angeles, but pretty much anywhere. We put through Backstage.com. We put them throughout the country, and we brought Corey in. And I thought his face looked familiar. I was pretty sure I had seen him somewhere in some, commercial or something. And then when I looked up his reel almost got him the part already. But he really did capture that like cynical a-hole really, really well. But he's actually very sweet in person. I mean, I think that role really like plays to a certain aspect of his personality. He's very funny naturally, so I think like that worked really well, and he has like a very he can turn on the kind of broadcaster vibe, so he just really fit that part. And it was kind of funny afterwards. We became really good friends, and now have like continued collaborating on things, so where we sometimes he acts for us, sometimes he writes music for us, or we'll pull him in for just random cameos. And it's kind of it's blossomed into a lovely friendship.
That's awesome. Now Corey, he's a pro, and I remember whenever I saw it, I was like, who? He does look familiar, just like you thought. And I found out that he was young Red Foreman in that '70s show, and it blew my mind. And so you cast Corey in this, and then you brought him all the way to Northwest Louisiana to film for the Louisiana Film Prize, something you had never even heard of before 2015. And then you do that. How was that? What was that experience like, coming all the way here to shoot this film, to bring people who had never been here before? What was that like?
We loved it, honestly. I mean, me and my team of collaborators, so Domenico Grasso, who's co-writer and also cinematographer, a very, very fun, charming Italian guy. And Mike Nicholas, the other co-writer, and who's kind of a jack of all trades on set. So the three of us, we loaded up the vehicle literally to the brim, and drove I think like 20 hours, maybe 24 hours. So we do it in about 2 days, and Corey was fortunate enough that he got to fly. Yeah, and then set up camp. I was very lucky to have my parents come down and like provide the RV, which was a big part of our shooting experience. We used it for like various scenes, and I mean the whole experience was for us. It ended up being much more. It was sweeter than I think the normal film experience that we have here in LA, where permits, getting those is more difficult and more expensive. Finding locations is really, really hard. And there, everybody just seemed to open their doors to us and allow us to film there. We met a very gregarious man named Dennis Hirschberger, who kind of became the liaison for the community of Ringgold, where we did a lot of our filming. And he took us around and he showed us all the places where we could shoot and introduced us to people. And the whole experience was great. And we just want to keep coming back as much as we can.
You made your film, you come here, it's a fantastic experience, which I'm so happy about because it was for us as well when we first came. And I really want more people to know how great of an experience it was. But you came here, you make your film, and then you enter into the Louisiana Film Prize, and you come to Prize Fest, to the Film Prize. What was that like? What was the festival experience like for you from a new filmmaker's perspective?
My team and I, we had like been to some other festivals, so we had a little bit of experience there. But I have to say, and even in the time since then, it's been hard to find an experience much like that one, not only in the festival circuit, but just kind of anywhere. It is like hands down, I think like the most exciting like cinema experience that I've been a part of. Just getting as a filmmaker, getting to see your movie in a theater with a packed house is something that's like so rare. And getting to do that, and then obviously like the whole thing just feels like a celebration. I remember the whole weekend felt like a party. There was very little sleep involved, but it was all right. It was all worth it.
And so for people who don't know, Film Prize awards a $50,000 cash prize to a short film. It's the largest cash prize for a short film in the world, and it's an incredible thing. And Jonnie won with Man from Mars. So Jonnie, Sunday during the festival, during the award ceremony, they pull out the names, they read out the top 5. Man from Mars is top 5. What are you feeling in that moment right before you win?
I would say nervous and hungover. So like I said, there's lots of tequila. There's lots of there's a lot of like late night festivities that go on there. So I just remember I was in pretty rough shape going into the awards brunch. But I also remember that, when we were called, like it all went away, it all dissipated, and it's the kind of thing that you never forget, like that moment. And it was very emotional. There were lots of tears. It was really special for me because my parents were there, and of course I'm there with some of my best friends. So it couldn't have been more special for me personally, and yeah.
I think it's a wonderful film. It's very well deserved, and you should be very proud. And so if there was one thing that you would want viewers to take away from Man from Mars, what would that be?
I would say that ultimately it doesn't really matter what you believe as long as you are a good person and you treat people well. Yeah.
I'm really excited right now because we're about to show Man from Mars. It's been a while since I've seen it, and thank you so much for letting us show the film. So thank you again for being here and talking with me, letting people know what it was like and your experience, and then just spreading the prize love, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, it is a pleasure, and I'm excited to watch it again. So, thank you for sharing it, and thank you for the interview. This is fun, and yeah, I'm excited to hopefully get to come back to Prize Fest in the future, and more than likely as a guest, a patron, and sit there and enjoy the show.
Well, hey, thank you so much, and let's go ahead and roll that footage, man.
Randy, just a few more questions. Who are some of your mentors? Who are some of the people that inspire you?
Well, my dad's always been like a hero to me.
Yeah, I would imagine it would take somebody of that kind of parental authority to inspire you to do what you do. Now, speaking of which, what makes a person want to eat 20 onions in 10 minutes?
Well, I've always been good at eating. And I just wanted to do something that would make my family proud.
Well, you know what, buddy? I'm just going out on a limb here, but I think this is it. To all you Martians out there, make sure you scroll below to see the video of Randy's nearly successful attempt at the world record. He'll get him next time, I'm sure. The Man from Mars would like to thank Randy Boyle, who once again reminded us it's one small step for man, one giant leap backward for mankind.
When are you going to post the podcast?
Okay, next time is the big one, the guest we've all been waiting for, the Holy Grail, if you will. It's Jesus. That's right, I will be headed to Belmont, Louisiana to interview a woman who calls herself Mama, who has the entire community there convinced that she is the second coming of Christ. That is Jesus H, if you know him by his full name. Judging by your comments, you are every bit as excited as I am. And why shouldn't you be? It's not every day we get to hear from the Messiah himself, or herself, or whatever. You know what I mean. So, you guys know Mama?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Mama. She is honestly amazing.
So tell us about Mama. I mean, you're supposed to be the one talking to God, and here this chick's stealing all your biz.
Now, I didn't see anything, but I heard she saved this little kid.
You know, a lot of people save little kids. You ever heard of a fireman?
No, she brought him back to life.
Like the Messiah, she did.
Once there been miracles made by Mama.
It's amazing what she's doing for the community.
And you believe she's Jesus?
Stop trying to get me to say that.
Miracles Mama made. And
Hey there.
Hi, is Mama in today?
As a matter of fact, she is. You must be Mark.
I am.
She told me you were coming.
I bet she did.
Go tell Mama.
Mama, he's here.
Is that my brother Mark?
It is, and you must be my sister, Mama. It's a pleasure.
No, come now.
Should have seen that coming. Well, so you know why I'm here.
I do. You want to sit down and get to know the real Mama.
As she lives and breathes.
Well, I suppose. Since you came all this way.
Well, I think the people are really gonna enjoy it. And you know what? After all this is over, you may have another 3.5 million followers.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
So, Mama, when did it become apparent that you were the daughter of our Heavenly Father?
Oh, I always knew. I felt it. And that knowing has taken me on quite the journey. Been all over.
The county, or?
Anywhere I'm needed.
Well, that clears that up. So why Belmont?
Don't underestimate these people. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that faith in even one person can bring about virtue in many. And that's what counts in the end.
The people here really seem to have taken a liking to you. They must be pretty enlightened, huh?
Well, not all of them are believers, but I don't blame them.
Yeah, how could you, right?
You can't. Yeah. Some of them, I mean, they would be content until they see me walk across that lake there. But I wouldn't give them the satisfaction.
Oh, I bet you won't.
Brother, faith is a gift. You either possess it or you don't. And sometimes it can be given to you.
Fascinating. Can I re-gift it?
Look, Father Jacobs, I'll be honest, it almost sounds like you're sipping on the Kool-Aid too.
Hey, say what you want and make fun, but you know, she's doing some real good in a place that needs it. I mean, what have you done?
Oh, I'm just a humble comedian with 3.5 million followers that I tell the truth to.
All right then. Good for you.
So, Mama, it says here in the Bible that...
Oh, you got it right there with you.
Yeah, I do. I come with props. It says here that the end of days is synonymous with the second coming.
The rapture.
Yeah. Exactly. So, should we be worried?
No. Not yet.
Well, that's good. Tell us, when was it first apparent that you were the daughter of our Heavenly Father?
Oh, I felt it. Here you go, Miss Pat.
Well, thank you so much.
Ma, what a blessing. Here I thought you'd rather put that beautiful head up your backside than spend another day in Belmont.
Yeah, well, the Lord works in mischievous ways.
He does sometimes, doesn't he?
Hi, Mark.
All right, what? Did you put a little iPhone up against my mic? What?
Did the interview not work for you?
You are so adorable. Yeah, no, it didn't.
Oh, I'd be happy to do it again.
Well, that would be great. And maybe no tricks this time, huh?
No, I wouldn't have it.
Fantastic.
I do, however, have a very busy day.
Here it comes.
Why don't you join me? I'd give you something great for your show.
Where are we going?
Oh, Mama, I am so thankful for you.
I got the boys coming too, Bernice.
And who is this nice young gentleman?
Hi, I'm Mark.
Oh, you're so precious.
Oh, right.
How much furniture are we moving, Bernice?
How much? What are we? What now?
You guys are a dream. We've just been slammed with orders.
Oh, Patty, you know I love this. Oh.
Did you see how cute this is?
You don't even need me. You've got 2 hands.
What about Sir Oink-a-Lot?
Thank you, Mark.
Sure.
Doing a good job.
Shut up.
I don't even want to be here. Get away from me, you smell. Get away from me. I have a restraining order. You have been filed with papers and you know it. Yes.
What's his story?
Oh, that's Artie.
Thank you, Artie.
He had a stroke, so he's a little tough to understand. Still sweet as ever. Brings toys to the kids every week.
No, I promised I won't place you. I just trying to block you. I won't place you.
There be miracles, Mama made.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm just exhausted.
I hear you. You were really good today. And don't think I've forgotten about that interview. I'm gonna ham it up real good for you. You deserve it.
It's not necessary.
Oh, come on. I know it doesn't work without me looking like a real fool.
All right, you get it. You're in on the joke. Congratulations.
You just make people look stupid or crazy.
They don't need any help from me. They do it on their own just fine. And trust me, they don't seem to mind the attention at all.
You ever try checking back in with them?
It's harmless entertainment.
You like dancing, Mark?
Oh, no. I'm just exhausted. 30 minutes and I'm out. Hey, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Nonsense! Follow me.
I feel like I'm here with a Kardashian. What's up, bro? Hey. Oh, some love, buddy.
You've got to loosen up.
Why, so I can look like that guy over there? No, thank you. Oh, dude.
Stop being so worried about looking stupid.
Does no one in this town have any concept of personal space?
Nope.
Morning.
Morning.
So, you want to tell me what happened last night?
You should have seen yourself. Everybody following your crazy ass. And then you did something wonderful. I was impressed.
How am I supposed to explain that?
You don't. It was just for you.
So, you wanted me to be old?
No more questions. I'm going to tell you a story, and you're going to shut up and listen. There's a story about two brothers. Now, the older brother was a man of faith. The younger brother sneered at God and religion. The older brother would visit the hungry and the poor, and he'd say, "Seek ye the Lord, that he may feed you." The younger brother would visit too, and he'd say, "No God will ever feed you, but maybe I could help." So he fed him. The older brother would visit the sick, and he'd say, "Pray to the Lord, that he may heal you." The younger brother would visit too, and he'd say, "No God will ever heal you, but maybe I can help." And he gave him medicine. The younger brother showed the older brother what he had done, that he had helped all these people without the need of faith. The older brother smiled, and he said, "That may be true, but if even one man prayed, then what I said is true also." People will argue about their beliefs, but you can't deny that when you do good, it feels good.
All right, so all you Martians out there interested in hearing the full Mama episode, I've got bad news for you. I can't really sum up my experience down here in a 30-minute podcast, so sorry, but you're out of luck. Cop out? Yeah, it may be. I don't know. For those of you who think so, I invite you to come down here to Belmont and decide for yourself. Meet the people. Find Mama. All right, we got a special treat for you Martians out there before we go. Back with us is our own onion-eating aficionado, Randy Boyle, in a new segment that we are calling The Check-In. How you doing, Randy?
I'm good. Wasn't really the biggest fan of how you made me look.
Yeah, man. I wanted to say I'm sorry about that. I may have judged you a little prematurely. But you know what? I'm going to make it up to you. God help me. I am going to go for the onion-eating world championship record myself. Yeah. Yes, man. I'm going to do it. So we're going to be live streaming the event later on this afternoon. Check back in with us to see me make a bloody fool of myself.
Oh. Hey, come on, man. Hey,
Oh, dude, I'm disgusting.
Come on.
Pray for me.